Shalom. First and foremost, I give all praises, honor, and glory unto our Heavenly Father, Yahweh Basham, Yahushai, Basham, Kakadash, and Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father's true name, whom the world ignorance calls God, and Yahushai is the name of the Heavenly Father's Son's true name, whom the world ignorance calls Jesus Christ. I give it double honors unto the apostles and elders of great most who taught me this truth, and shalom unto the elect of the nation of Israel. And I know I've made this lesson before where this Salvin Baptist Church were trying to make a decision to, place a ban on female or women pastors. And this is absolutely the right thing to do, even though these clowns don't have the truth and they are completely lost in the source. But at least they have done something right, and we all know these people have been ear hustling the apostles and the elders, and they've clearly heard the message, because here in Great Millstone, a woman is forbidden to fellowship with the prophets. In other words, we don't allow women to um, quote scriptures or have opinions on our, life lessons or fellowships. The thing is, the woman will always be at the background. The only thing she can say is to say shalom or share dreams. You see, that is the role of the woman. And so this is something that the men of great news have been, saying for a long time, and could see that these Christian churches, because they don't have the truth, they've been secretly been listening to the apostles and elders, and at the back of their minds they know that this is the absolute truth. So this has affected them or caused them to take this decision. You see, it's the Southern Baptist vote to advance former ban on churches with women pastors. Says thousands of Southern Baptists delivered a decisive vote Wednesday to push forward a constitutional amendment that will formally ban churches with women pastors from the nation's largest Protestant denomination. The overwhelming decision at the annual meeting in Orlando, Florida, reinforces the conservative body's long-standing position that the office of pastor is reserved for men, which is true. Delegates approved the measure by a vote of 6,028 to 2,026, a roughly 3-1 margin that surpassed the required two-thirds threshold. The amendment must pass by the same supermajority at next year's meeting to take full effect. The proposal, sponsored by Albert Muller, president of the Southern Baptist Theological Seminary in Louisville, Kentucky, seeks to tighten existing restrictions outlined in the denomination's fifth statement. It would exclude any church that affirms, appoints, or endorses a woman serving in the office or function of a pastor, elder, overseer, specifically preaching to the assembled congregation. Muller described the vote as a defining moment for the convention. This is an opportunity for Southern Baptists to speak in truth, in unity, in conviction, he said. He later added that the issue draws a clear line between liberal and biblical evangelism. Debate on the floor was brief, with no speakers voicing support for women pastors. The only opposition came from South Carolina Pastor Doug Miles, who argued the change was unnecessary because the denomination already has tools to remove non-compliant churches. What we have already works, he said. The Southern Baptist Convention has previously expelled churches, including California's prominent Saddleback Church, for having women in pastoral roles. While local churches remain autonomous, the denomination can declare them out of friendly cooperation for practices it views as inconsistent with its beliefs. In response, the organization's Pastors Women in Ministry expressed deep in response, the organization Baptist Women in Ministry expressed deep disappointment. We express our solidarity with women in ministry who have been harmed by this vote. Women in ministry deserve affirmation, respect, and opportunity to follow the Lord's call, your group stated. And this is the Lord's call. If this women don't know. This is in the book of First Timothy 2:11. But suffer not a woman to teach, not to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence, exactly in the church. So the only way I can learn this truth, I mean, if you are a woman and you have a husband, your husband and the law makes you to where your husband is in this truth, it's the responsibility of your husband to teach you the truth. So you are under the man, you see, and the man will be the one to teach you the truth, and so on and so forth. So that is as far as you go, not the other way around where a woman would be going about teaching the congregation or set up a YouTube account and be teaching the scriptures. That's completely going off. Because if a woman has a question, she has to go to her husband, you see, and then the husband would, further enlighten her in this truth, and so on and so forth. And going to First Corinthians chapter 1, verses 11, verses 3. I will have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach Yahushai, and the head of the woman is the man, you see, and the head of Hamashiach is Yahushai. So this is an absolute truth because eh, we know that Yahweh comes first, then Yahushai, then the man, then the woman. So this alone just, you know, um, proves that the woman is supposed to be silent in the churches and not have any authority over teaching the scriptures, and is supposed to be humble and quiet under the man. You see, she's not supposed to have any dealings with the scriptures, teaching the scriptures. Sure, she can read with the guidance of the prophets and the apostles and the elders, and of course the woman's husband. You see, and if the woman has a husband, you see, the woman's husband, and, and so that's it for this lesson. It was a right decision by these people, but all in all, these people are still lost in the source. They don't have the real truth, but at least it's a little baby step. But they don't have the truth at all. So that is it for today's lesson. I give all praises, honor, and glory to our Heavenly Father, Yahweh Basham, Yahweh Shai Basham Kakadash. Shalom to the elect. Shalom.